Okay guys, welcome back again. This time we're finding the area, so giving you more examples. Pause the video occasionally, try to work them out, and then see how I work them out and compare your answers is the best way I can say to do it right now. So find the area of each, round to the nearest tenth. So with area, remember our formula for area is pi times radius squared. So remember that is pi times the radius 2 times. Radius times radius. So here, again, looking back at your notes if you need to, this is the radius. The radius is 12. So following pi r squared, all we're doing is substituting. Pi, the value we know is 3.14. Radius, we said was 12. So it's going to be 12 squared. So we're going to have a pretty big number here that we're going to definitely have to round. So 12 squared, 12 times 12. Remember this is 12 times 12 times pi. So 144 times pi is 452 and 1600ths. So again, we need to round to the nearest tenth. The 1 is in the tenths place value. So we see that we have to round it to 452 and 200 or tenths feet squared because it's area. Okay, looking at problem number 10. So pause for a moment, go ahead and try it, and then compare your answer to mine. So we have radius is 10. Area is pi times the radius squared. Pi, we know, is 3.14. The radius, we can tell from our diagram, is 10, so that's 10 squared. Remembering 10 squared means 10 times 10, and then multiply it by pi. So we know 10 times 10 is 100, times 3.14. We come up with 314 centimeters, and it's squared because we're working with area. Good job. Okay, looking at number 11. Again, pause and try it on your own. And then check your work with mine. Half of the circle we know is our radius. So pi times radius squared. Area is 3.14 times 8 squared. 8 squared we know is 8 times 8, which is 64 times pi. So I come up with 296 hundredths. Round to the nearest tenth, which means we're going to have to round that up, which rounds our ones place value. So area is 201 meters squared. Okay, number 12 is a little different. We can see here that they have given us the diameter. The diameter is 4, so we need the radius. We need half of that. So the best way to find the radius is take the diameter divided by 2. So our radius, we know, is 4 divided by 2, which gives us 2. Okay, so using pi r squared, the value of pi, 3.14. Our radius squared, our radius we said was 2, so 2 squared, which ironically this time does give you the same value as the diameter, but that is not always the case, so you can't always assume that you're going to get the correct answer doing it that way with diameter. So 3.14 times 4 is 12 and 56 hundredths. Rounding to the tenths, We look to the right. Area is 12 6/10 meters squared. Good job. Okay, pause and try number 13. Look at your steps from number 12 if you need to. Okay, they give us the diameter. We need the radius, half of 20. We know the radius is going to be 10 because we took the diameter divided by 2 to get 10. Area is pi r squared. Substitute our values. Value of pi is 3.14. Radius is 10, so remember it's 10 squared. So pi times 10 times 10. Area is 314. And we have yards squared. For number 14, they give us the diameter of 34, half. We take 34 divided by 2, we get 17. So our radius is half of the circle, so our radius is 17. Area equals pi times radius squared. The value of pi, we substitute 3.14. Our radius, we said, was 17, so it's 17 squared. So using 17 times 17, not 17 times 2, 17 times 17 times 3.14 gives us 907 46/100ths. Rounding to the tenths, 907 5/10 feet is our unit squared. Okay, so just like with circumference, finding the area, the inside shaded, we can do that even without an image. So here, I know my radius is 8. So filling in what we know from our formula, 8 is for r and 3.14 is for pi. 8 squared. So 3.14 times 8 times 8. You're going to come up with same thing we had up here. Radius of 8, it just says different units. Come up with 296/100ths. Round to the nearest tenth. 201. This time it's feet squared. And then for radius is 5 centimeters. So again, r is 5. Using our formula, pi r squared. Value of pi, 3.14. Radius squared. Radius is 5, so we know it's 5 squared. Area is 3.14 times 5 times 5. Multiply that out. 25 times pi, 3.14. 78 5/10. We don't need to do anything with it. It's already in tenths place value, so it's centimeters squared. Hope this helps out a little bit more, seeing more videos. If not, I did send you guys my number, so feel free to call and ask for more help as we continue to work through this together. Keep your chins up. You guys are doing a great job.